You stand on the parade ground at sunset. 29 years of command, crises, and discipline have passed in what feels like a few moments. At 54, your productive life is far from over. Statistics in today's India suggest you likely have another 25 to 30 years of professional activity ahead of you. Yet, as retirement nears, the pressure to jump immediately into the civilian market becomes constant. Friends point toward the exits, and recruiters promise a quick transition. Leaving now allows you to leverage your current rank, but it often means entering the private sector without specialized civilian credentials to back up your military experience. This creates a shelf life for your post-military career, a hidden expiration date that many officers fail to calculate until they are already in the corporate world. You are facing two distinct trajectories. You can retire now and enter corporate security, or you can serve until age 60 and build a profile for academia or consulting. If you take the immediate retirement path, the data shows a sharp decline in opportunities once you hit your early 60s. By staying until age 60 and preparing, the career path tends to extend much further, remaining viable well into your 70s. Choosing between these paths involves deciding whether you want a 5-year bridge to keep you busy or a 15-year second career that grows in value as you age. Path A leads directly into the world of corporate security. For many veterans, it feels like the most natural next step. It offers a smooth transition. You move into a command and control environment focused on physical security, a domain where military discipline is highly valued. Your background in leadership grants you immediate respect. In the world of facility management and traditional security, your uniform is your strongest resume. However, most corporations view security as a support function, a cost center rather than a part of the business that generates revenue. Because it's a support role, there is a ceiling. Organizations rarely retain heads of security beyond the age of 62. Traditional physical security skills are also facing a market devaluation as a new generation of professionals enters the workforce. Modern corporate safety is shifting towards data-driven risk modeling and advanced analytics, skills that go beyond traditional site management. Corporations are increasingly prioritizing candidates with deep cybersecurity expertise and complex regulatory compliance certifications. When we compare these realities against the academic path, the trade-offs become clear. Path A gives you a high immediate return on your investment, but it also carries a hard stop at 60. Relying solely on physical security experience creates a reliable bridge for today, but it leaves you with significant employment uncertainty at the exact moment you reach your 60s. Path B involves staying in service until age 60, using those final 6 years as a strategic preparation period. This provides you with 6 more years of full salary, a higher pension base, and continued access to institutional medical facilities while you plan your next move. The workload during this period is high. It requires completing a part-time PhD, publishing research, and building a civilian network while you are still in uniform. Looking back at our comparison matrix, we can see how this academic labor changes your long-term value. You are shifting your primary asset. You aren't just selling your ability to lead an operation, you are selling your intellectual knowledge. This process converts your raw military experience into a structured, teachable format that universities and global consulting firms need. At 60, a veteran with academic credentials is seen as a highly experienced subject matter expert, not an aging employee facing retirement. Making this shift successful requires more than just a degree. It requires a shift in how you see yourself. It means moving from the role of a commander who gives orders to an educator who shares wisdom. While Path B requires significant effort and delays your entry into the civilian world, it builds a professional identity that remains relevant well into your 70s. It is easy to make a decision based on current military burnout or a desire to move to a specific city today. That reactive mindset often leads to the bridge seeker profile, someone who takes the first available security role to solve today's problems at the cost of tomorrow's security. A more strategic approach is to work backward from where you want to be when you reach 65. To find your trajectory, look past the immediate transition and answer these 3 questions about your future. Defining why you are leaving and what you want your second career to look like helps you distinguish between a temporary job and a sustainable profession. If you want to be consulting or teaching at 65, you are what we call a destination builder, someone who must invest in their credentials now. For a destination builder, the final years in uniform are a fully funded incubator for a new professional life. This approach creates a pathway for those who want their later decades to be defined by mentoring, writing, and continued professional relevance. Your most valuable market asset is the wisdom you've accumulated over 30 years. You can choose to rent that wisdom out for a brief 5-year corporate role, or you can take the steps today to turn it into a lifetime of influence.